Hey everyone, Digital David here. Today we're going to be unboxing and reviewing the HeimVision wireless security system. They did send me this product review, but any opinion expressed in this video is strictly my own. If you're interested in finding out more about this product or purchasing it, the link will be in my video description below. Please go ahead, check it out, do your shopping from there. In this video, we're going to unbox this and then actually set it up and test everything out. Here's how it comes packaged to you straight from Amazon in a really nice retail box right here. So it looks really nice. They did a great job. Again, this is an HD NVR kit, perfect for home, office, a retail shop, or a factory setting. Some of the features they describe on here, it says it has built-in dedicated module for safer and more reliable transmission for the Wi-Fi signal. Unpack and play when the power on without configuration for live video. So as simple as plugging and play and you're all good to go. HD image quality, support for P2P cloud, remote connection in seconds, and then fluid image quality. Multiple client software, supports Android, iOS, and PC. So now let's go ahead and open it up. Here are all the package contents right here. First up, we have the NVR. It looks really nice, really lightweight because it does not have a hard drive in it right now. We are going to have to install one ourselves, so we'll be doing that in this video. I'll link to a hard drive below, or if you have one laying around your house, you can probably just use that one as well. A power supply for the NVR. They even show that on here. It says for video recorder, if you can read that in my camera. Then we have 4 power supplies that are for each of the cameras. Same thing, it even says for camera on it, just to have no confusion for what you need. So there's 4 of those. 4 screw and anchor kits with an Allen wrench for each camera, which is pretty cool. Then we got a nice USB mouse right here, a patch cable, Ethernet cable to use. We have 4 Wi-Fi antennas for the cameras, hard drive mounting screw kit, a nice user guide and manual complete with color screen grabs and QR codes. You're definitely going to want to reference this. Some sort of adapter, it looks like for the ends of these cables, I believe, which is nice that we have those in case we'd ever need them. And then last but not least, the camera itself looks really nice. A great design, really cool. Pretty heavy duty, pretty big. It's about the same width, I'd say, or shape and size as like maybe a can of Coke. So that's pretty cool. Love the little like lens hood they have built in to cover the top of the lens as well. So this looks really nice. Again, these can be used outside. They are IP66 rated, so it will survive getting wet if it rains, that sort of thing. Got a pretty decent length for the cable too. If you want to try to hide the wires, you can see a nice grommet down there as well too to really make a nice seal for everything. Then you have your patch cord plug-in right here if you need it, and then you have your power plug right there. So really a nice camera. Everything looks sweet. You can use that Allen wrench to adjust the base as well. So now let's go ahead, let's clear everything out, and let's install the hard drive. In order to install the hard drive, we have to unscrew the cover. So I'm showing 2 screws right there, 1 screw on this side, no screws on the front, and then 1 more screw on that side. So proceed to unscrew all 4 screws. Once you have all 4 screws, you can just pull the cover right off like so. Now you're going to want to install your hard drive. This is a 2.5-inch solid state drive. This also works with 3.5-inch drives as well. You can see how I have the cables connected like so right there, your power and your data transmission on the drive. Now we can go ahead and set it there. And now we're going to try to line up these holes, and then we're going to screw it in from the other side. So you can see now I got 1 screw in. You're just going to want to position it so all those holes line up and get all your screws started before you tighten them all down. Also want to point out here really quick, if you're using your 3.5-inch hard drive, the screws that came with it are going to be the right size. If you're going to use a smaller hard drive like this SSD that I have that's 2.5 inches, you need to get some M3 screws or whatever the hard drive you have, whatever their manufacturer recommends, but most usually use that M3 size. So make sure you have the right screws depending on which hard drive you use. Then go ahead, put the other ones in, and then tighten them up. Now you can see all 4 screws have been tightly secured, and the hard drive is now in place and will not go anywhere. We're safe to proceed to go ahead and put the box cover back on and then re-tighten down those 4 screws. After you put everything back together, make sure these antennas are on. Then you're going to add the antenna to each of your cameras. It's as simple as just twisting it on the back of the device like so. Now you're free to use it. You're going to identify the correct power supply for the NVR right here. Plug it into the back of the unit. Then you can proceed to plug this into a wall source. Then we can plug the camera in and then connect this to a monitor. So I'm back here now with everything plugged in and set up. We got the NVR powered on with HDMI coming out the back to the display. It also supports VGA output as well. We're using the USB mouse that was included with this, and I went ahead and plugged in 2 cameras right now just so we could see everything in action. Everything looks great so far. Now I recommend, since we installed a new hard drive, let's go ahead and format it. So just right click anywhere on the screen to pull up your system settings right here, and then there's system setup. Hard drive setup's down here in the bottom left hand menu. It's the second one from the bottom, hard drive setup. Here's our hard drive. Let's check that format box and select format. All the records will be deleted. Are you sure you want to continue? We click yes, and now it's going to format the drive for us. The hard drive was formatted successfully. So we can hit OK and OK. Now we're back here. We'll just kind of navigate the menu really quick. This is packed with so many features that you may end up not even using ever, but at least they have them for you. So there's split screen mode. We can adjust how many we want to view on the screen. Here's video manage. So we can select the devices, the default, and adjust accordingly here as well. So we're going to go ahead and hit cancel. We don't want to change anything there. Here's that system setup. I was just in there to do the hard drive. Here's for errors, screen setup, time setup, general setup. Then you have record setup, so you can walk through each camera if you want it to motion record, alarm, or time record right there. So you can schedule that out throughout all the hours of the week. Here's network setup, channel setup, and system admin as well, with so many other options down the side for you. We have video playback. If we had some footage recorded, we could play it back right there. Here's video backup if we want to transfer the files or save them. Here's color adjust. So if we want to adjust the colors, we can do that. It looks like it's doing it right here, and then we could change them if we want. I'm going to leave them just as they are because everything looks fine to me on the monitor. Here's the PTZ control. So it's showing you focus, tilt, that sort of thing. Depending on if your camera can support it, you can do it right here, which is nice. So let's go ahead and hit clear and get back to the screen. Here's manual record if we want to do that too. So which cameras and when, all on, all off. So that's really nice. Just a click of the mouse, you can do that. Here's volume up or down. Here's Setup Wizard if we want to install the app, which we'll do in a minute. Here's fast, looks like we got fast network right here. So we can use that as well. So it's looking for a LAN connection, but we have nothing plugged in at the moment. We can adjust the channel right here if we want to change the screen layout. And then last but not least, we can exit the system. We could reboot, log out, close screen output, or shut down the whole system. Now we're going to work on connecting this with the app. So I'm actually going to go back in here and go to Setup Wizard, and it's going to give us a QR code to choose which app provider mobile phone we have. So Cloud ID if you want to set this up on your PC. Here's iOS client link and Android client link. So let me go ahead, let's scan that QR code with my Android phone, and we'll work on setting this up. So once you scan and download the app for your device, you'll be taken to this screen after you sign in or register a new profile, and we're going to add and set up a new device today. So you can hit this big plus button right there and add a device. So we're going to do a kit, configure all packages, and it's going to scan and search for nearby devices. So I have my NVR plugged into the network, so hopefully it finds it. There it is right there. That's perfect. We're going to select it and then name a device. We're going to leave it device. You can enter your username and password. I have not changed them, so remember the default username is admin. The default password is nothing. then select complete in the top right-hand corner. The device was added successfully right there. Now we can see everything that's going on with it right here, which is really cool. So let's go ahead now and do a little exploring. So we have a little icon right here. Looks like we can screenshot recording if we want. There's nothing there. We can also edit this as well. So that's just for your settings. Now let's hit that play icon and go into the device itself. So once you're in the app, you can really dive in. You're able to record, you're able to play back your footage, and you're able to take screen grabs of what you are seeing in real time. So in the top right-hand corner, we can see the settings right here, the backup options. We can choose the channel and a start and an end time. Then we have full screen mode. We have your mute or your audio button. We have standard to high def as well. Let's turn those videos to high def. Then we have your aspect ratio right there, which is cool. You can double tap on a camera and then you're able to see it in full screen right there just on the actual app, which is really neat. Then at the bottom, we can adjust how many cameras we want to see. We have your intercom button. We have your pan, tilt, zoom button right here if your camera supports that functionality, which is pretty neat. So let's go back. Then we have screenshot. Do we want to take a screenshot? We can do that. Do we want to take a quick recording? So it's recording the footage right now. And then we have the playback right here too, that you can find your footage and watch it. So that's kind of a brief overview of the app. It's really nice, really great. You can share this too, which is really cool. So video preview, video playback, always effective, custom times. So that's neat. If you want to share this with somebody, you can do that as well. So that's an awesome feature. Then we have info right here. So that's going to have your alarms and notifications if you have any set up. We have your playback again right here. No video right now because we just got this set up. And then we can see your screenshots and recordings right there. So there's all the footage we have captured today since we've started this. And then, yeah, we can go to the My Center as well. There's going to be some more settings for you to tweak depending on your preferences with your mobile device. Here's your share management. If you share it with somebody, help, and then your version number. So that's just a really quick setup. Now we're going to go ahead and test out some of the footage. So I got the camera right here. It's in HD mode. We're just recording this straight off of my phone's app. It's really great quality. I'm really happy and impressed. You can see the wide field of view this camera has as well. It's doing a really good job in this light. We're going to go ahead and point it at the studio lights to see how it recovers. So that's a really harsh light it's looking at, and it's doing a great job. There's my camera in the studio. You can see that as well. Really has a good natural color to it. Does a really good job with conflicting colors. So it's got a lot of black right here and blowing out light right here. So it's really trying to do a good job to keep everything from being washed out completely. So I'm really impressed with that. Obviously, you can put it further away, but you can see the detail that it records. It's doing a really nice job. So that's the footage from the daytime. We'll go ahead and we'll look at some more footage outside too, just to get you a real feel for where you'll be using this, and we'll do it in the dark as well. So right now I'm outside filming myself through the mobile app right here. I want to say I'm really impressed with the image quality from this because here's why. Currently, we're really far away from my router and the NVR. So I actually daisy chained this camera's wireless transmission to another camera on the exterior of my house to the NVR. So it's actually using the other camera's wireless antenna as a repeater, which the instruction manual shows you how to do. So I'm really impressed with the quality right now. We're watching this in HD. It looks nice as I walk around right here. Pretty difficult light because it's in a shaded area, filming on me in a shaded area with a sunny area right behind me right here. So it looks really nice, really great quality outside in the daylight. Now we're gonna go ahead and film it in the dark. So it's pitch black right now in my garage. I can't see anything around me. I mean, I know there's a shelf behind me here. My car's in front of me. So you can see all the details in the dead of night. This is how detailed the camera quality is, and this is straight from my phone. So it's got the HD signal coming in right here from my garage. So everything looks great, really excellent footage. I'm really impressed with how everything is turning out. So this is just a quick little sample for you to be able to see what the night vision footage would look like for yourself. Overall, guys, gotta say I'm really impressed with the system. Looking at the footage, the daytime footage is great. It's what you'd expect for something at this price point. Also want to say I'm really impressed with the night vision footage. I thought in my pitch black garage, it did an exceptional job for all the detail that it was able to capture. Also want to say my favorite feature on this wireless system is the ability to use the other cameras as a daisy chain and a repeater. So since my garage was detached from my house, it was too far away from Wi-Fi. But guess what? I had another camera installed outside, so I was able to just use that camera as a repeater for my camera in the garage to be able to have signal to connect back to the NVR. So that is really impressive. Loved how all that worked. Super easy to do. The instruction manual walked me through it step by step, so make sure you hold on to that and use that as a reference. But yeah, really impressed. Plug and play, simple to use. The link to this is below. Be sure to go ahead and check it out. Hit that like button for me. Subscribe to my channel. I need you guys to be here and stick around so I can keep making great content for you. Don't hesitate to ask any questions, comments, or concerns you may have. I'd love to help you or point you in the right direction. Follow me on social media as well. I got Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Make it a clean sweep. Follow me and like me on all of those platforms. Also, be sure to check out my website, join my free newsletter, guys, and I have new content coming out daily, so I'll see you in my next video.